Everybody, welcome to Thinking Game Trivia with me, Quizmaster Jack, playing Buzzword for you in 2024. And we've reached the turning point. Now we have scores we're trying to beat. We're halfway through. We're in the second half. So now we're going to try to beat our worst score because they only count for the overall standings. They only count the best 24 weeks that you have. So as we're at right now, I need to beat 80 points in order to improve my score, and I'm currently ranked 23rd in pop culture. So aiming to get past 80. Let's see how we do.
This group broke up the year after their lead singer was arrested on drug possession charges in Japan, ending the world tour for Back to the Egg. The Jailer Man and Sailor Sam are searching everyone in their 1973 song Band on the Run.
Isn't
For 10
that
points, name this band led by...
Wait, that's Wings. The Jailer Man and Sailor Sam for the Band on the Run. They said Band on the Run, and I was like, didn't know what band it was. They were asking what band was on the run. The answer is Wings.
In 2021, the company behind this app debuted a failed auto accessory called the Car Thing. An algorithm created for this app in 2016 is behind the non-random feel of its shuffle setting.
I'm going to say Spotify, because it does not feel random. The randomness of Spotify does not feel random, let me tell you. On that Wings question, I was wondering if it was going to be Bare Naked Ladies early on, because Steve left the band because of drug issues. And now I can just segue that into my Spotify sending me... I mean, I have a lot of Bare Naked Ladies on my everything list. And it really puts them to the forefront. That's why last time I looked at my year in review, I was like in the 0.001% listeners of Bare Naked Ladies on Spotify. Anyway, yeah, the Spotify random algorithm sucks.
Richard Jenkins made an audio cameo in this film as psychotherapist Richard Sipe, an ally of the group Snap. In this film, Ben Bradley Jr. directs his staff to get evidence on Bernard Law. For 10 points, name this 2015 film in which the Boston Globe...
Oh, that's Spotlight? I think it's Spotlight. Yeah. Spotlight and Moonlight, both Oscar winners, within a pretty close time frame. Spotlight and Moonlight. Ooh, specific term used in the lyrics and titles. I like where this is going. I only have to know lyrics, assuming it's going to be lyrics I know.
On a 2012 song, This Place prompts the line, "Ain't no city quite like mine." This Place titles both the original closing track of Good Kid, Mad City and the 2015 comeback album by Dr. Dre. For 10 points, in the title of a 2015 film about the group NWA.
So, Compton? You want? Straight out of Compton? All right, we're through the 2 music questions, I think. We're not even... Out of the 4 questions, I think they popped both of the music ones. Unless there's a mysterious 3rd music question.
The protagonist of this show has visions of his dead wife Abby, who is played by Hiam Abbas. Rottweilers guard ex-CIA agent...
Oh, this is Magnum P.I.? Oh, the old man. All right, well, there's Rottweilers in Magnum P.I. That's what I was going off of. I'm going to be honest here. I don't know what the old man is. I have no clue what the old man is. So given that, I feel okay about going in on Rottweilers for Magnum P.I.
The dawn of this concept titles a 2006 Square Enix game that received a long-awaited sequel in 2024, partly titled for its visions. In the titles of a 2020 JRPG remake and a 1993 SNES game, Trials of and Secret of...
Yeah, that's Mana. Yeah, it's Mana. Trials of Mana, Secret of Mana. Oh yeah, they did do that remake. I know that game as Seiken Densetsu 3 because I played it on emulator. That remake was kind of boring. I'd played the game before, sure, but yeah, it just didn't felt like it didn't get the spirit of what was going on in Trials of Mana.
At the end of this film, a man stops to retch on a staircase, after which a time-shifted shot shows museum cleaners. Christian Friedel played the protagonist of this film, Rudolf Höss. Jonathan Glazer won an Oscar for making, for 10 points, what 2023 film?
I think that's Zone of Interest. Yeah, got that one off of Jay Glazer.
In 2001, this chain promised free food if a piece of the Mir space...
Oh, easy 20 there. Mir space station. They put a big target in the Pacific Ocean, and if if Mir hit the target, then everybody would get a free taco. Now, they also give away free tacos whenever somebody steals a base in the World Series. So I feel like the odds are a little better on the World Series side than the Taco Bell side. But that's a solid 20. That puts us over our target score. And we still have 2 questions to go. Thanks, Taco Bell.
This album's last track, a rap song that samples ODB's The Stomp, is titled Forgiveless. The line, roll the clip and run it back, I'm really like that, opens this album's Jay Versace-produced track, Smoking on My X-Pack. Good Days and Kill Bill also appear on, for 10 points, what 2022 SZA album?
Yeah, I don't know a SZA album. I could have said SZA off of Kill Bill. Let's try something. SOS. Yep, I've heard that at some point. Kill Bill was really the only... If the answer was Kill Bill or SZA, I think that would be the only way I could have gotten that question. They hit me with that third music question.
Dave Brubeck composed the original theme music for this game show, which was revived by Lifetime in 1990 with host David Ruprecht. A 2020 revival of this show was hosted by Leslie Jones. Contestants might load poultry into...
Yeah. Felt like Supermarket Sweep for a while there, but I didn't have any knowledge. When you hear the beep, that's the Supermarket Sweep, something like that. I don't know. I watched that show when it was on Lifetime. Do not remember a lot of it. Well, we have improved our score. That's what we wanted to do. We have accomplished that. We got a 20. Love a 20. And that's going to be it. Let's go check out some sports. They hit me with that third music. I called it too. And they just did it to me. They just did it to me. Anyway, we're past that and on to sports. Our target score for sports is 31. I don't even remember what happened to how I only got 31 points. I've removed it from my memory. So let's get at least 4 questions right and improve our score.
After losing the first 2 conference finals games, this team beat the Spurs 4 straight times to make its only NBA finals. Since 2007, this team has been led by general manager Sam Presti, who drafted Serge Ibaka and Russell Westbrook. For 10 points, what team is led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
The Thunder? Did they draft Russell Westbrook? It was. Okay. I should have went in on Russell Westbrook, but I wasn't sure.
In this quarterback's postseason debut in 2020, a hit by Seattle's Jadeveon Clowney knocked him out after 9 snaps. The retiring Phillip Rivers was replaced on the Colts by this highest drafted quarterback from an FCS school. For 10 points.
Was it Richardson? Oh, Carson Wentz. Yeah. Pride of NDSU. I should have sat on that more. Every time I go home, that dude is in so many local commercials. I should have. That was a mistake.
This country hosted the first Olympics broadcast by international satellite, at which boxer Joe Frazier won gold. This country, which forfeited the 1940 Summer and Winter Olympics, hosted the 1964 Summer Games.
Where was the
For 10 points,
games?
What Asian country hosted the 1972 Winter Olympics in Sapporo?
Okay, it was Japan. Yep, they would be ones that would not be eligible to compete or host in the 40s as well.
In 1967, a golfer from this country hit the first televised hole-in-one.
Oh.
Jack Nicklaus conceded a putt to a man from this country in 1969, resulting in a tie in the Ryder Cup.
Was that just
The Ryder Cup was once contested between the U.S. and, for 10 points,
just Great
what
Britain
home
or
country
England?
of Tony Jacklin and Sir Nick Faldo?
They just want England? Okay. They're generous, very generous there.
A pitcher for this team hit an NLCS home run off Eric Shaw. Longtime Oriole Milt Pappas threw a no-hitter for this team a year after a Cy Young winning campaign by ace Ferguson Jenkins. In 2004, Carlos Zambrano and Kerry Wood...
Just the Cubs? Yeah, I was talking about Carlos Zambrano today. I once saw Carlos Zambrano hit a home run in the only time I've been to Wrigley Field. It was great. I wanted it to happen, and it happened. Just like beating our target score of 31 happened right now.
This man was the first head coach to have a winning record leading the Clippers. The practice rant of Allen Iverson was directed at criticism from this man, then the 76ers coach.
Yeah, was this...
For 10 points, what much-traveled coach won a college championship at Kansas and an NBA title in 2004 with the Pistons?
Who won? Who was it? Bielstra? That was Larry Brown. I had Brown in my head for a long time, and I just didn't... I moved off of it. All right, playing to form. Missed the 2 basketball questions.
11,000 participants in this city's 2023
question.
marathon were disqualified for cheating. Over 300 students were massacred before an Olympics held in this city, where Tommy Smith and John...
Yeah, it's Mexico City. That's where the John Carlos and Tommy Smith did the Black Panther salute on the Olympic podiums, and then they got banned. Then Bob Beamon also did well at that Olympics, and he protested them being banned by not wearing shoes on the podium.
This man left a team in 2003 shortly after his manager kicked a shoe that then struck this man's face. After clashing with Alex Ferguson, this player replaced Steve McManaman among Real Madrid's Galacticos. For 10 points, what English soccer player signed a massive 2007 contract with MLS's LA Galaxy?
Newer in soccer for a while there. I just wasn't quite sure which Englishman, because it could have been Wayne Rooney, I guess. I guess the timeline didn't really work out, but
this man became the first MLB player to follow a 3-home run game with a 4-strikeout game a year after he was the youngest ever All-Star Game MVP. An iconic 2003 photo shows this then 4-year-old at his father's last game in Montreal.
So it's got to be Vlad Guerrero then. Because Vlad Guerrero Sr., famous Expo before they moved. Yeah, Vlad Guerrero just got named to the All-Star game. One of many father-son duos who have been... I think they're the only father-son duo to have both won a home run derby, but there's been plenty of father-son All-Stars.
A player with this surname was sacked a record 76 times in his rookie season in 2002. That man with this surname was the first draft pick of the Texans and is the brother of the Raiders' all-time passing leader.
What is
For 10 points, give the surname shared by quarterback brothers David and Derek.
Carr, yeah. I was stuck on Stroud. I was stuck on the current Texans quarterback, CJ Stroud, but that was never a right answer. All right, 8-1, 8 in the other. Both improved our scores. 60 more points than I needed for this one. But that's going to be it for me. Hey, if you could do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that YouTube stuff that YouTube loves, that'd be great. And it'd also be great if you went and checked out Buzzword itself over at naqt.com/buzzword. They do good stuff, entertaining games. I have a good time. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week for whatever my new point totals I have to beat are. See you there.